Hello YouTube, it's me, Mike James here again. Now, this is I suppose if anything, it's one of my very few tutorial videos, and it's basically about how to repair a badly damaged wall. Now, I've removed a lot of bricks. You can see what kind of condition they were in. And this is actually the back wall of a roof. I get all the most prestigious jobs. So what I've been doing is I've been cutting out the bricks with an awl saw. One of the reasons for that is because an awl saw will give you a clean cut and it'll pull the brick out whole, and you can then turn it over if it's in a sufficiently good condition. And what that means is that it cuts down on the rubble that you have to get rid of, cuts down on the mess, cuts down on the elbow grease, because an awl saw will do lots of work for you, whereas a breaker won't. So lots of bricks which have been removed. A lot of people say, oh, my pointing is failing, does that mean my house is going to fall down? The answer is no, because your pointing can fail and your house won't fall down. You can pull lots of bricks out of your house and your house won't fall down. Your house will fall down if you let it get into a state of dereliction or you have structural issues. I've always said this, there's no such thing as emergency repointing. Emergency plumbing, yes, and occasionally emergency electrics, but emergency stone masonry and brick masonry isn't usually what you find. So anyway, on with a small tutorial. This is my mortar. It's a natural hydraulic lime mortar, and it's an NHL2. It's not a 3.5. It's an NHL2, and it's mixed fairly rich. Because I understand that you don't need. See, look at this mortar. I put some bricks in with it yesterday, and it's setting quite nicely. You should not, depending on the type of NHL you're going to use, need anything harder than an NHL2. Look for the free lime content and the compressive strength, which will probably be hidden from you by the supplier and the manufacturer. I've no idea why they do that, but they should be using it as a selling point. Look at the free lime content we've got. Most of them don't do that because the free lime content isn't very high, hence the lower price. You pay for what you get. Right, so NHL2, you shouldn't need anything harder than an NHL2 if it's the right NHL2 for outside work. For chimneys, they say you should go NHL5. If you're going to do that, you may as well use cement, because an NHL5 is effectively the most cementitious NHL you can get. If you're going to go for a 5, then you need one with the highest free lime content you can get. Right, that's the way forward. Don't just go and indiscriminately buy lime. Oh, NHL 3.5, let's get that. No, look at the small print. Right, if it's only about a £5 a bag, there's a reason for it. If it's about £15 a bag, there's a reason for it. But don't just be a bit more discerning in the way you specify for your projects. Now, I wouldn't use anything harder than an NHL 3.5 with a high compressive strength for even chimneys and parapets, gable ends and apexes. No need, it's hard enough. You want a low compressive strength the further down you go, but there's no need to use an NHL 5 nowadays. And honestly, stick with NHL2. This is off the record, so you can't sue me. Right? You can use NHL2 outside in the winter. You may be surprised to know, but it's all about compressive strength, and it's all about free lime content. You've got to have the right compressive strength, and you've got to have the right free lime content. Like I say, this is in a roof space, and I'm using an NHL2. Shoot me! But you know, I have a certain amount of confidence in what I'm doing, because I've been doing it for quite a while. Anyway, and it's all about the mix as well. So I told you a lot, but I haven't told you the ratio to which I'm mixing, the sand to lime ratio, or if you want to be pedantic about it, the lime to sand ratio. You always specify lime first. I said if you're using 1.5 lime, you always say 1.5 lime to, and then you state your sand. Right, so when you're writing up a specification, if your mortar is 1 to 3, then you write down 1 to 3. Anyway, so there you go. I may as well let you have a look at the finished article. I'll post another video. All right, bye.